Hello and welcome, everybody. It is your host, Captain Boring. Thank you for being here. This is your 10-minute sports report. I know that they have been getting quite hefty recently. I am a chatterbox. I like to talk sports, so I'm going to try to keep this one as short, as sweet as possible. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Share with your family and friends. Follow us on Instagram at 4th and 1 Podcast. We have not had an all brand new episode of the 4th and 1 Podcast recently. We'll get back into it eventually. Right now, we are all enjoying our time off. Go follow me on Twitch, Captain Boring 11, as we are well into the Bills' second season. I am 8-1. I believe, on the year. So go follow me on there. Set your notifications to on there, and it'll notify you every time I jump on so you can watch me kick some butt. Let's just jump right into it. Alrighty, so the NBA schedule, I'll get you all caught up. Tuesday night, Golden State went to Miami and got a 113-92 dub. I would like to remind everyone that the last day of the regular season is Sunday, April 14th. So if you take that from this Sunday, it is 2 Sundays. Okay, so we are well within a striking distance of 2 weeks, so 17 days as it were, from the end of the regular season, and Golden State is in that 10 seed. They went into Miami and got a 113-92 dub. Los Angeles Lakers travel to Milwaukee and they get a huge time dub on the road as well. They're in that 9th seed position currently, 128-124 in double overtime. Oklahoma City went to New Orleans and got a hard-fought 7-point victory, 119-112, behind 26 points from Jalen Williams. Dallas went to Sacramento. Dallas has been up and down this season. Right now, they're on the right side of up, 132-96. Luka Doncic had 28 points. Last night, Wednesday night, the Clippers visited Philadelphia, and on a questionable no call to end the game, the Clippers come away with a 108-107 victory. Last night, a star in Golden State, in the Bay, a legend, is on thin ice once again. Draymond Green, acting a fool, gets ejected 4 minutes into the game. Golden State hangs on for a 101-93 points, behind 23 points from Andrew Wiggins. But the Warriors, the story this morning is the Warriors are very much over Draymond Green's antics and his inability to control himself, especially in big moments. Remember, they were up 3-1 against the Cavs in the NBA final, and Draymond Green just had to go ahead and kick someone in the nuts and get himself suspended for Game 5. Cavs won Game 5, 6, and 7 on the road. Cleveland, speaking of those Cavs, went to Charlotte and lost. That's a big loss late in the year, 118-111. Los Angeles Lakers went to Memphis and got another big-time dub on the road, 136-124. Phoenix went to Denver and got a big-time dub on the road. I'm seeing a theme here, 104-97. The Knicks, before we move on to the standings, went to Toronto and got a big-time dub, 145-101. If we look at the standings inside of 17 days left of the NBA season, the Boston Celtics officially have claimed a spot in the playoffs. They have clinched actually the conference. They are the number 1 seed heading into the playoffs. They are 11 games up. Boston Celtics will be your number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. 11 games up on Milwaukee. They're also 9-1 in their last 10, so they're hot again. Milwaukee 11 games back in the 2 seed. The 3 seed, the New York Knicks, are on a 3-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10, 13 back. 13.5 sit your Cleveland Cavaliers. They're 3-7, though, in their last 10. Orlando Magic sit at the 5 seed, 15 games back. 17 games back sit the Pacers. 18 games back sit the Miami Heat. 18.5 games back sit in the 8th seed, the Philadelphia 76ers. The Chicago Bulls sit at 22.5 games back. And in the 10th seed, 24 games back are the Atlanta Hawks. Remember, 9-10 seeds play each other in the play-in. Winner of that moves on to face the loser of the 7-8 matchup. The winner of the 7-8 matchup gets the 7 seed in the playoffs. The loser of the 9-10 gets eliminated. The winner of the 9-10 and the loser of the 7-8 play each other. The winner of that game gets to be the 8th seed. So Philadelphia in danger. Joel Embiid was practicing on the court. The Toronto Raptors, Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, Detroit Pistons, all eliminated from playoff contention with 17 days left. In the Western Conference, it's the Denver Nuggets now on top. They lost their last time out, but they're still 8-2 overall. A half game ahead of the Minnesota Timberwolves, 3-game winning streak, 7-3. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, 7-3, 1-game losing streak. Then it's some separation between 3 and 4. It's 5 games in between 3 and 4, 5.5 from 4 to 1. Sit the Los Angeles Clippers, 4-6 in the last 10. 6.5 back in the 5th seed sit the New Orleans Pelicans. Dallas, is hot. They're on a 5-game winning streak. As I said previously, they are hot. 9-1, in fact, in their last 10 games. 7.5 back in that 6th seed. Half game ahead of the play-in seed, which is 7. It's 7 through 10 is the play-in. 8 games back sit the Phoenix Suns, so just a half game behind the Dallas Mavericks, trying to avoid that play-in. Sacramento Kings sit 8.5 back in that 8th seed. So between 5 and... Well, really, the Los Angeles Lakers at 9 is a whopping 3.5 games. Between 8 and 5 is 2 games, so still lots of jockeying to be done. Los Angeles Lakers, 9 seed, 10 back. Golden State Warriors hanging on, 12.5 back, 1 full game up on the Houston Rockets, who are 10-0 in their last 10 games on a 10-game winning streak. Unbelievable late run stretch. 1 game back of the Golden State Warriors, who, again, last night got 2 big back-to-back dubs. The Utah Jazz, Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trail Blazers, and San Antonio Spurs all have been eliminated from playoff contention. Let's switch our attention over to hockey. Again, same thing. We are right around that 2-week mark, right around that 17-day mark left in the NHL season. And on Tuesday night, Boston went to Florida, and this is a matchup of 2 of the top teams in the East. It went Boston's way this time, 4-3. Philadelphia visited the Rangers in New York in Madison Square Garden and lost in overtime, so they still get a point, 6-5. Everyone knows my opinion of getting points when you lose. Vegas went to Nashville and lost in overtime, 5-4. That's a big hurt for Vegas, who's actually trailing in the wild card race. Edmonton went to Winnipeg and got a 4-3 victory in overtime. Calgary went to Chicago and got a 3-1 victory. Montreal snaps the 9-game winning streak of the Colorado Avalanche with a 2-1 win on the road. Columbus went to Arizona, and lost 6-2, Seattle hosted Anaheim and got a 4-0 win. Dallas visited San Jose and got a 6-3 victory. Last night, only 2 games. Ottawa went to Buffalo and got a 6-2 dub. And Boston went to Tampa Bay and lost 3-1. If we look at the standings in Hockeytown, once the page loads, I will get them right to you. Here we go. So in the Eastern Atlantic, it goes Bruins, Panthers, Maple Leafs. So the Bruins, Panthers, that was the top game in the Atlantic. And because of that, the Bruins take a 2-point lead, 99, 97, 89. Those are in order of what I said. The New York Rangers have officially clinched a playoff berth in the Metropolitan. It goes Rangers, Hurricanes, Flyers, 100, 97, 82, so a little bit of gap there. Rangers, by the way, red hot, 8-2, 3-game winning streak. In the Western Conference Central goes Stars, Avs, Jets 99, 97, 94. Very close there. The Dallas Stars are 5-0 in their last 5 games, 8-2 in their last 10. Avalanche were 9-0 on a 9-game winning streak, and then they lost their last time out. Really bad time for the Jets right now on a 4-game losing streak because the Nashville Predators are hot. 8-0-2 in their last 10 games and on a 6-game winning streak in the Pacific. Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers, Los Angeles Kings, 98, 90, 87. Right behind the Kings with 86 points sit the Vegas Golden Knights, who lost their last time out. By the way, the LA Kings 4-game winning streak, 7-3 in their last 10 games. In the wild card, in the East, it's at the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Washington Capitals at 87 and 81 points respectively. Right behind the Caps sit the Detroit Red Wings with 79 points, and the New Jersey Devils sit at 76 points. In the Western Conference, Nashville Predators sit, which make no sense. Nashville, how's Nashville in the West? So I was correct. I was about to say when I was reading that score, that's a big loss for Vegas because Vegas is trailing Nashville in the wild card standings. But then I was like, no, Nashville's on the East Coast. Well, I was right, and I should have went with my gut. Nashville, 90 points. Vegas did get a point for losing. 86 points, trails them by 4 points. Now a little bit of gap in between the Knights and the Blues. 86 points down to 80. Minnesota sits at 77. Calgary Flames sit at 71. The Arizona Coyotes, Anaheim Ducks, Chicago Blackhawks, San Jose Sharks, all been eliminated from the playoffs. The Kraken and the Flames are hanging on to a thread. Vegas, who started hot, has really fallen off. They went from one of the top teams in all of hockey to one of the bottoms. By the way, the Predators, 8-0-2, 6-game winning streak. And finally, the Sweet 16 of the men's NCAA tournament begins tonight, Thursday night. Or last night if you're listening to this Friday morning. Number 6 seed Clemson takes on the number 2 seed Arizona in the West region. In the East region, the number 5 San Diego State Aztecs takes on the number 1 overall seed, the Yukon Huskies. In the West region, Alabama, number 4, takes on number 1, North Carolina. In the East region, number 3 Illinois takes on number 2 Iowa State. Tomorrow night, that would be Friday, to just finish off the Sweet 16. Number 11, North Carolina State takes on number 2 Marquette in the South region. Number 5 Gonzaga takes on number 1 seed overall Purdue. In the Midwest region, not number 1 overall seed, just the number 1 seed in the Midwest region. Number 4 Duke in the South region takes on the number 1 seed Houston Cougars. And finally, in the Midwest region, number 3 Creighton takes on the 2nd seed Tennessee Volunteers. Thank you, everyone, for being here. My name is Captain Morin. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget, God loves you. I pray God bless you. I'm very tired. That's why I'm stuttering over my words. I did it right then again, so I'm getting out of here. Wash your hands, you filthy animals. I'll talk to you next week. I'll wrap up the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 for you all and get you all set for the Final Four. I'll get you all caught up on hockey and NBA because we are getting down the home stretch. Best time of the year in sports, everyone. Until next time, peace out.